Is SEI dying, or is it being quietly rehomed by the world's most elite institutions? Right now, the retail market is in a panic. SEI has officially sliced through its blue zone support like a hot knife through butter, and the bears are throwing a victory party. But while the weak hands are exit dumping, something massive is happening behind the scenes in Hong Kong. SEI has just secured a seat at the table with OSL, one of the only two fully licensed exchanges in the world's most regulated financial hub. We've seen this movie before. It's the exact same institutional blueprint that took Solana from a broken project to a top 5 powerhouse. In this video, I'm showing you the technical breakdown, the Hong Kong gateway, and why this current dip might be the final shakeout before a multi-year institutional expansion. If you're holding SEI, you cannot afford to miss this. Welcome back to the TJ Crypto World, the only place where we look past the red candles to find the institutional signal. I'm your host, and today we are dissecting the SEI breakdown. The technicals look grim, but the fundamentals are reaching a fever pitch. We're going to talk about why the OSL listing is a gatekeeper move and how it mirrors the early trajectory of Solana before it became a household name. Stay with me until the end of this video, because I'm going to reveal a specific reclaim zone, the exact price point where the bearish narrative dies and the institutional god candle begins. Let's get to work. Let's start with the cold, hard reality of the chart. Technical analysis isn't about hope, it's about math. SEI has officially broken below the blue support level. For weeks, this was the line in the sand where buyers stepped in. Now, it's a ceiling. This breakdown tells us one thing. Sellers are currently in total control. When an asset breaks a primary support level, it doesn't just dip, it seeks liquidity at lower levels. Unless we see an immediate high-volume reclaim of the zone, the path of least resistance is further downside. Why does this happen? It's a liquidity sweep. Market makers know exactly where your stop losses are. By pushing the price below the blue zone, they force retail traders out of their positions. This creates the sell-side pressure needed for big players to fill their orders without spiking the price. But here's the kicker. The technical breakdown is happening at the exact same time as a massive fundamental breakthrough. This bull-bear divergence is where fortunes are made. We're about to dive into the Hong Kong connection and the Solana comparison that has the whales excited. If you want this kind of high-level analysis delivered to you every single day, stop what you're doing and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you believe that data-driven trading beats emotional trading every time. Join the TJ Crypto World community, let's grow together. While the price is falling, SEI just achieved something most altcoins only dream of. SEI is now available to accredited investors on OSL. Let me explain why this is a massive deal. OSL isn't your typical Wild West exchange. It's actually one of only 2 fully licensed digital asset platforms in Hong Kong under the SFC, or Securities and Futures Commission. In a world where the SEC is suing everyone, Hong Kong has built a compliant institutional superhighway. By being listed on OSL, SEI isn't just another coin, it's now a regulated financial product that's accessible to professional investors, family offices and high-net-worth individuals who are forbidden from trading on unregulated platforms. The entry criteria for these professional investors in Hong Kong is, pretty strict. A portfolio of at least 8 million Hong Kong dollars. These are the smart money players. They don't buy on Robinhood, they buy through licensed gateways like OSL. The infrastructure is being laid for massive capital inflows that retail traders aren't even aware of yet. This is where it gets interesting. Look at the Solana trajectory. Early in Solana's life, the price action was often choppy and discouraging, but behind the scenes, the institutional rails were being built. First came the regulated access, then came the institutional custodial support, and finally the talk of ETFs and mass adoption. SEI is following this exact path. The technology with transaction finality reaching approximately 380 milliseconds, faster than almost any other layer 1. SEI has the twin-turbo consensus engine to back up the hype. The compliance listing on OSL is the regulated access phase. The adoption. We are already seeing Xiaomi integrating crypto wallets for global users outside the US, potentially utilizing SEI's speed for payments. When institutional rails are laid, the price usually lags. Why? Well, it's because institutions buy over months, not minutes. They want low prices. They benefit from the blue zone breakdown because it allows them to accumulate at a discount while retail is scared. So, what is the play? The short term. Stay cautious. The bears have the ball. We need to see SEI reclaim the blue zone with conviction. If we don't, we might see a test of the lower Fibonacci supports around the 11.6 cent to 12 cent range. The long term, the Solana mirror, suggests that as institutional adoption via OSL grows, the supply of SEI on exchanges will shrink. This is a supply shock waiting to happen. If you are an investor, you watch the OSL volume. If you are a trader, you watch the reclaim. A familiar path is forming, and you know, history doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. SEI is in a fight for its life on the charts, but it's winning the war for institutional legitimacy. Thank you for spending your time with me at TJ Crypto World. I appreciate every one of you who is trying to level up their financial game. If you found this helpful, do not forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to see our deep dive into the Pi Network's latest mainnet update, click the video on your screen right now. It's a completely different world over there. Stay disciplined, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next one. Safe trading.